Ever find yourself thinking back to that summer in '93? You know, when Jurassic Park hit the big screen and, like, changed everything.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're taking a deep dive into exactly why it became such a phenomenon and how its impact is still felt today in, like, every single blockbuster.
And we're doing it through a really cool lens, this analysis called Jurassic Park, The Dawn of CGI and Adventure. It argues that timing played a huge part in the film's success.
Right, like it was destined for greatness or something.
Yeah, totally.
The early '90s were all about blockbusters, right? Star Wars, Indiana Jones, massive practical effects.
Exactly. Audiences were already craving that spectacle, but CGI was, I don't know, kind of in its awkward stage.
Like that one kid in middle school who hits a growth spurt way too early.
Totally. But Jurassic Park just nailed that sweet spot. It combined blockbuster storytelling with never-before-seen visuals.
It was mind-blowing. I mean, seeing that T-Rex on the big screen, nothing else like it. Even our source talks about having a similar experience, 10 years old, totally mesmerized.
It's that sense of wonder, and it wasn't just a fleeting thing. Like, Jurassic Park reignited this whole dinosaur craze.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Museums were packed, dinosaur documentaries were everywhere. The analysis actually suggests this might have steered an entire generation towards science in a way we rarely see from, like, any film.
That's actually a really fascinating point. Okay, but let's talk filmmaking for a second. Jurassic Park wasn't just about dinosaurs. It set the stage for how movies are made today.
100%. The source specifically mentions Star Wars, The Matrix, even those superhero movies we love. They all owe something to Jurassic Park pushing those boundaries of visual storytelling.
And they did it with this incredible mix of CGI and animatronics.
Right, and that's where it gets really interesting on a technical level. It wasn't just about throwing a computer-generated dinosaur on screen. They used animatronics for those impactful close-ups to give them weight, that sense of presence, then seamlessly transition to CGI for those wide shots for movement. Revolutionary stuff.
Okay, so get this. Ready for some Jurassic Park trivia?
Oh yeah, hit me.
You know that iconic T-Rex roar?
Of course. Who doesn't?
It's actually a mix of a lion, an alligator, and an elephant.
Wow. Talk about making something new from the familiar, and that attention to detail, it went into everything. It's actually really interesting how Jeff Goldblum's character, Dr. Ian Malcolm, became such a scene stealer.
Right.
Like the source even says his character wasn't supposed to be this icon, you know? That was all Goldblum. He brought this, like, this whole energy to it.
That's what I love about filmmaking. Sometimes those happy accidents end up making the movie, you know what I mean? And in this case, it totally adds to the Jurassic Park magic. But all of it, the effects, the characters, it wouldn't work without a solid story, right?
Exactly. And the source really focuses on that, how Spielberg can create these intense situations, but they feel real even with dinosaurs running amok.
Oh, and the score. Don't even get me started. John Williams, man.
Oh my God, I know.
It's like you can't hear those themes without picturing Jurassic Park.
It just pulls you in. It's that perfect blend of tension and wonder, right? Just another example of how this wasn't just about the visuals. It was a whole experience.
Okay, so we've got impact on filmmaking, on science, on pop culture in general. But what about Jurassic Park as like a cultural moment? Because it did spark some pretty deep conversations.
Absolutely. It got people thinking about our relationship with nature, right? About the ethics of bringing extinct creatures back.
Yeah.
It even made us question the role of technology. Like, where do we draw the line?
Yeah, it's like it tapped into this, primal fear, but also fascination we have. Like, who hasn't imagined themselves face to face with a dinosaur?
Right. And by putting that fantasy into a story that felt possible, it made those questions even more real. Could we actually do this? And should we?
And they're not questions that are going away, are they? I mean, if anything, they feel even more relevant now, right, with how fast technology is changing. Who knows what's even possible in the future?
Totally. That's what the analysis makes you wonder. Could a film like Jurassic Park even have that same impact today? Like, have we just become too used to CGI?
I know, it's a good question, isn't it? We see so many insane visuals all the time now, but there was something about seeing those dinosaurs for the first time in '93. It just captured our imaginations in a way I don't think we can replicate. It's just different.
It was like everything came together at the perfect moment. The story, the tech, the whole cultural climate. So yeah, we'll probably keep seeing visual effects get even crazier, but that Jurassic Park magic, you know, that awe, that sense of wonder, that's timeless. Nobody's topped it.
Totally agree. Filmmakers, audiences, we're all still chasing that high. Makes you wonder what the next Jurassic Park will even be, right? What's going to be that next thing that pushes boundaries, gets people talking, and then sticks with us long after we've seen it?
Right. Who knows? That's the beauty of it. But Jurassic Park is like a reminder. That power of a great story combined with cutting-edge tech, that's what really captures our imagination and sticks around. It can impact our entire culture.
I know, right? Makes you want to go back and watch it again, doesn't it? Just to feel that feeling again. Like you've been transported to a time when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the legacy of Jurassic Park. Thanks for joining us.